all of the other groups of people coming together to complain about the government or complain about the way we budget is this. Today, it's everybody. Today, it's students and teachers and administrators and community leaders. All of the people that comprise the infrastructure of communities around the state of California are coming together today and saying enough is enough. We are not going to allow the future of our students to be sacrificed because the people in Sacramento are unwilling to do what they were elected to do. And that is to generate the revenue that is necessary to support the infrastructure for the communities of the citizens of California. After me, you're going to hear from Patricia Sanders, who's the association leader here. You're also going to hear from the superintendent and other community leaders, and they are going to bring one clear, very singular message. We are standing together, and we are starting today. And we are going to stay together, shoulder to shoulder, until the policymakers wake up and pay enough attention. Because we have had it. Enough is enough.
Yeah! So the teachers this morning and other educators in the district came out, and we've asked our community members to join us. One of the things we want you to know that we're doing is starting the process of actually leading our leaders, because oftentimes when we, the public, lead, our elected leaders will follow. So we're encouraging everybody to make phone calls to the governor and to our legislators to let them know specifically enough is enough and how these cuts are hurting education. We know in Alameda we've suffered years of cuts, and we've still been able to maintain some excellent schools in this district. We have people who moved to Alameda specifically for the education system that we have here, and we're now being taxed to the point that we don't know if we can continue the quality of education that we have. We know that in the coming weeks we're going to be looking at unprecedented layoffs, and we're going to be losing some of the amazing teachers of the future of Alameda, and it's our children that ultimately will suffer. Our newest teachers that can take us into the next decade and beyond are the ones who are most at risk, and we need to nurture and keep this great education system going. So we ask you to support us, to support education, and to most importantly let our legislators know that this is unacceptable. We need to fully fund education, and they need to find ways to come up with the revenues necessary. I would hate to see in my lifetime the death of public education. I want public education to outlive me, to outlive all of these students, to outlive all of us. We need this because this is the cornerstone of a free democracy, or true democracy. We need public education. We need our legislators to understand, fully fund it, find the money, do whatever it takes, and do it now. Our children can't wait. And with that, I want to introduce Karen Keegan, who's the president of CSEA. If you choose to make a couple of comments, if not, we'll pass on. I just want to let everyone know. When you're done introducing.
I just wanted to let everyone know about the rally tonight in San Francisco. 5 o'clock, Civic Center, Rally for Education. Please, if you can go, take part, get over there. This is going to be a big event. So I want to encourage everyone to come. We've got to fight. We've got to fight for our public schools and our kids, these children, grandchildren. We have to fight for. So everyone tonight, rally, San Francisco, 5 o'clock, Civic Center. And I'd like to introduce our Superintendent, Kirsten Patel.
So we are so proud today to be standing up not only as administration and community leaders and family,
ISBA 27 and 860, we know that this is a problem that we need to solve collectively and collaboratively. So here with our students, we're together to try to work together to solve this problem that the state has put us in. Sadly, they're not funding education, and so as community, we have to really look to ourselves to figure out how might we do this ourselves because the state's not doing it for us. We're very proud of the high quality schools and education that we have here, and it's because of our employees, our teachers, our students, and our family support of these schools. And it is the state that's putting this high quality education at risk. We have young people that go to colleges and universities across the nation. Ivy League schools, Cal schools, they're prepared for college and career. And again, the state is putting that at risk. So today, that's not what we want for our children. And we're standing up together to really demand that Sacramento restore the funding you've cut from schools and restore the funding and the kind of quality education that we have here in Alameda. And so together, we're demanding that you not cut us, that you not continue these horrible cuts that will change the outcomes of these young people and their brothers and sisters and cousins to come. So we demand no more cuts. Thank you. No more cuts. And I'd like to introduce Ron Mooney, our board president.
So thank you all. And I really want to emphasize that while this hurts Alameda, the cuts are very demonstrated in what plans we're having to make. It's really a bigger problem. It's California and the public education system. The people standing behind me are going to be going to college very soon, we certainly hope. But the community colleges, the CSU system and UC system are getting defunded. How will they get their education? And on the other extreme, here's this lovely young lady right out here who's going to be a future student. How are we going to have kindergarten and first grade classes unless we have proper funding? We all need to come together and make sure funding for total education happens in this state, and certainly for Alameda. Thank you.
So we just want to thank everybody for showing up. We want to remind you, please let your legislators know they need to hear from each and every one of us. The more voices they hear from, the bigger the impact we have, and the more likely they are to listen. So thank you so much for showing up. We need to keep education strong. Yeah.